it's the first time you've seen this, that's good because so far it has been its own level of challenge today. Today is one of those days that you go, so we were doing this exclusively on YouTube over the last little bit. Last week we started the morning break, and so if you're new here, welcome to the morning break. Welcome to hopefully not as big a train wreck as what we just experienced on on YouTube. Anyway, it's great to be with you. Morning break is kind of a morning show, and since there's so many new places, since we're doing it here, so many new places to see this. Um, Gosh, I wanted to kind of share with you what we're doing. The morning break is kind of like if your favorite morning radio show came and sat with you and talked to you. That's kind of what we wanted to do. And so that's the morning break here. Going to be on Abundant TV, going to be across the board. What is it? Oh, that's sorry. That's Jason Webb, by the way. He is my co-host for Thrive, which you see across many of these same platforms. Hi, Jason. Hopefully you're watching now and no, I can't answer. But what'd you do this weekend? What did you guys do? I've come to the conclusion that the week goes at one pace and the weekend goes at another. It was Friday. We did a live show. Kristen and I did a live show on Friday, which was here on Facebook, on YouTube, LinkedIn, all over the place. We did that show, and it was a lot of fun to do. A lot of people watched. I mean, it blew me away how many people um, watched the show on Friday night. And it was very humbling at the same time to see over the weekend how many people. But so our weekend was spent doing some work. We created a podcast on Friday. We did a couple of interviews you're going to see on the Robin Kristen show. If you watch the Kristen show every Tuesday on Abundant TV, you can find the app. It's super easy to find, and we would love to see you and to have you watch. And we're doing these lives now. We're gonna work on that. Chris and I are gonna work on our lives. It was Friday night, and does Friday night work for you? And that's always something we love to ask people is like, what night works for you, and what time works for you. And so anyway, that's kind of it. We do the morning break, as I said. I do it every day. I've been doing it on exclusively on YouTube, but that obviously has changed today. Some frustration with the software that I used, and to put it mildly, it was a train wreck. It was completely a train wreck, and so we kind of did a plan B. We are here for plan B. Plan B is being here. And using the software program that we use for interviews and for the show Thrive, which is so much fun. By the way, if you haven't watched Thrive, we do it every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. And it's a lot of fun, and we always have a great time. Jason lines up some great talent for us. I want to thank the great folks, 7 Weeks Coffee. If you haven't checked out their coffee yet, you should. 7weekscoffee.com. Use the promo code ATV10 when you order, and it's super fantastically good stuff. And I appreciate them. Use the promo code ATV10, get 10% off your order. This is my Savannah mug. Got this when we went to Savannah. You like vacation for us, very important. Trips are important. Now, vacation and trips are different. Like vacation is we go with Kristen's family. We go with her mom and dad, my brother-in-law and father-in-law, and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and my niece, and we went to Utah this year. It was super fun. In case you haven't heard, I think we've talked about it a couple of times. It was fun though. We had a great time. Went to Zion National Park. But trips, Kristen and I do trips, and those usually are like us going someplace like Savannah. And we had a great time in Savannah, and it was super fun. And it made It made for a great time. Anyway, you know what I should do? I should share this. You want to do that and ask you if you could share this also, it would be fantastic because I appreciate it and because I need the help, especially since we're doing it here today. Would love to have you uh, be a part of this, and it's just fun. And so share with your friends and your family, your neighbors, your anybody that would be willing and excited to watch me talk and wonder through stuff, which I don't have any graphics, don't have anything set up, but I had one of those days. I had one of those days. Today has been one of those days where you kind of go, okay, there's got to be a reason why I'm not doing this. There's got to be some reason why it's not happening. And so here we are. And we're doing it here. Hopefully working. And it's humbling. I got to tell you, technology will humble you. And it's one of the things that's kind of turned into me um wanting to help people. So there are so many people out there that want a podcast. And it's really I believe it's an important thing. My wife and I were talking about it last night. Pulled up some information. Advertising for podcasting has gone up 28% quarter to quarter. From Q1 to Q2, went up 28%. It was already really starting to grow. So if you're interested in starting a podcast, maybe you have something to say. Maybe you have um, a mission in life that you want to talk about. We would love to help you. My company does that. We've consulted on over 300 shows for Christian television and radio, and I would love to help you. So this is kind of what this show is. So if it's the first time you've seen it, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Going to take a quick look at the weather forecast today. Highs around the country. Portland, Oregon in the mid 70s. They say between 74 and 76. Going to be really nice in Denver. It's going to be in the mid 80s. They say about 85 degrees. Detroit, we're cooling down here. I live near Detroit. Mid 70s today, 75 for a high. Virginia Beach, Virginia, scattered clouds and a high of 81. And we close out with Tampa, Florida. So if you're down in Florida, 94 degrees for a high today. Going to be a nice day if you're in Florida. Don't know why I accidentally hit somebody's Facebook page. Sorry about that if I looked like I was calling you. So anyway, so this is the morning break. We're going to do an abbreviated version today because there's stuff I want to learn how to do. And if I'm going to end up using this as my way to do the morning break, I want to be able to really fully understand it. And it was just super frustrating today. And sometimes social media can do that to you and apps and stuff. But here's a great network, X Social. You can use the promo code right there on the QR code. And when you sign up and say you were brought to their site by Abundant TV. We appreciate it. We're one of their corporate sponsors. We totally believe in helping to have a place for Christians to get together and to really talk about life and things like that. Did you know that, by the way, that I am a gamer? I like to play games. I grew up I think my generation really was kind of the first generation that played video games on a regular basis. I was thinking of a story today, and it made me when I saw this story, made me think of a story of my own life. So at the time, if you played there was a certain game, and I can't even remember the name of the game, but if you played and you got to a certain score and you took a picture of it, not a digital picture because we didn't have iPhones back then. I know that's shocking. But if you got to a certain number, and so I had my mom all set up. I was in 8th grade when this happened. And I had my mom, and I started playing at 10 a.m. So about 10 p.m. on the Saturday night. You could pause the game. I paused the game, went and got my mom, and I said, "You got to take a picture of this." She took about 7 pictures, which because it was a big deal back then, because you had so I had to wait for it developed. Got the T-shirt. Have no idea whatever happened. I don't know if I ever wore the T-shirt. To be honest with you, I'm wondering if I just kept it, and then, like, one of my moves when I was moving, I went, Don't need this stuff." But anyway, there's a brand new browser. So if you're a gamer, a brand new browser called Opera GX, and it has all kinds of gamer features. So if you like to play games online and you like to do that kind of stuff, you want to get Opera GX. And they are not a sponsor here on the show. But they do great stuff. I looked at it a little bit today, and it was kind of neat. I'm not a browser gamer or somebody that plays in browser games. I rarely play games anymore. And that's a whole nother story, but it looked really cool. And by the way, Starlink, talking about, like, if you want to play games on the go and you need like a heavier, Starlink is getting ready to have a new travel access thing. And this thing's crazy. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't have a picture to show you, but this thing is super cool. It is really neat. The new Starlink, it's going to change the way that you and I do things, because it's like about it's small. It looked to me like about the size from a picture, about a half the size of a backpack, and you can carry this around and have satellite internet wherever you go. Now, the neat thing that they're talking about with this is that it's going to be solar powered, so you don't even have to recharge. So let's say you're out like at Zion National Park, like I was. You can set this thing up, and for broadcasters, it'd be awesome. I mean, just think of how cool it would be uh, for broadcasting the morning break from, let's say, the middle of the desert. Well, why would be in the middle of the desert? I have no idea, but it could be. I could be in the middle of the desert broadcasting using the new Starlink stuff. And yeah, to me, very interesting to see how this technology is going to go. Of course, Starlink is huge for people that have RVs and stuff like that. We've watched the technology, and if you're one of these people, and I am, that watches this kind of technology, we've watched the technology kind of change from where it was pretty good sized cone on the top of whatever vehicle. We used it for television back in the day. Not Starlink, but another company that is no longer, I don't believe, still doing it. Hughes, I don't believe. You can correct me in the comments if they're still around. But we used to use HughesNet, and they were huge. It was it looked like a big cone on the top of your vehicle for this. By the way, if you're into TikTok, have you seen this TikTok prank that's going around where the parents are calling the kids daddy? Drives them crazy and is super funny. And I love that. I think of course I love that stuff. And you can find me on TikTok. I'm on there. I don't do a lot. I do live every once in a while over there, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And I just talk about kind of the same stuff I'm talking about here with you. And we just hang out, have a good time. Like I said, the morning break, which again started just on YouTube, was really just kind of the idea that my wife and I had to what it would be like to do a morning show in a condensed version, and also marry in the idea of you and I just hanging out talking, which I think would be kind of cool. I think social media is the greatest thing for that. I think we love getting a chance to talk. Sometimes it's not good. I mean, you and I know that there are things about social media that make me go, why? Why are people talking like that? Why is the great question for me. Have you seen this? And we're going to close out with this in this section of the morning break with the new Galaxy phone. It's called the Z Flip. And this thing, you can bend this thing, you can do all kinds of neat stuff with it. I have not gotten a chance to hold one, but oh my word, like for doing selfies and video and stuff. Oh, super cool. And going back to like playing games, I was watching the video clip of this thing, and you can play like some incredible video games on there. Um, and so it's just really cool. It's out now. They say it's a great way to do selfies. It makes it much more fun. You can do all kinds of neat stuff with it. It yada yada. It's going to be cool. And so my question to you on this, and by the way, great coffee today. 7 weeks coffee. Go to 7weekscoffee.com. Use the promo code ATV10 when you check out. It helps us a bunch. But back to the technology thing for a minute. And this is always interesting. And so you can comment in the comment section about this. Are you an Android or are you an Apple person? Um, I will tell you this for phones and for pretty much everything else. Well, from where I'm sitting, I can touch four Apple products from right where I'm sitting right now. Not my laptop, though I do have a MacBook also. Uh, but the what I'm running on right now is a LG. It's a really amazing computer. It's made for doing this kind of stuff. But so are you an Apple or an Android person? Now here's my question, and I want to. This is what I want to talk about, and you and I can, because it's kind of what the show's about, just us hanging out and talking. So if you're and I'll tell you this, people that are Apple people, you guys are like staunch Apple people. And Android people, you're kind of like the rebels. You're those people that are like I'm proud to be different. And I love that because I was an Android for a long time. I was an Android person until 2014. And then I switched. Got my first iPhone in 14 and have never looked back. But here's my question. It's the question of the day. You can leave a comment in the comment section. How much money? So let's just say, I owned a company. It's the Rob Phone Company. I owned the Rob Phone Company, and I came to you and I said, here's the deal. Whatever phone you have, if you have an Apple phone or an Android phone, if I came to you and said, I want you to try an Android phone for this amount of money, would you do it? And here's the amount of money. Would you use an Android phone for 1 year for $10,000? If you're an iPhone person, would you use an Android phone for $10,000? And for you rebels in Android world, for $10,000, would you use an Apple phone, an iPhone for 1 year? And I think this is kind of interesting. And this is kind of I wanted to do this and bring this up because I think it would be kind of interesting to see what people would do. Would you jump ship? Because a lot of people talk about it's like I love this, and I have friends who are like super iPhone people. Like the newest iPhone comes out and they get it. I don't have the newest one. I have I think I'm a 13 Pro. It's like right over here. See? 13 something? I don't have the newest. But like do you like have to have the newest? And that's always kind of interesting too. I have friends like that. I have friends who literally like the day of the release of the new phone, they're pumped because they're getting the new phone every time. And the funny part about it is because man, I've heard a lot of buggy stuff about the 16. I need a new phone for my other phone, which is like ancient. It's like 4 years old, 5 years old, maybe even older than that, 6 years old. It's 6 years old. Oh wow, that just really makes me feel old. My other phone is 6 years old, and I need to upgrade. And I was thinking of maybe getting the 16 because the 17's coming out, and I think they're saying 17 comes out on September 9th. So September 9th, the new iPhone 17 comes out. But I was reading the stuff about 16, and for a lot of the stuff that I want to do, doesn't really seem like it works really well. Like I shoot a lot of video with my phone that I'll use for TV. We'll use stuff. You can't use it long term, but you can use it short term. Like if you're doing like some B-roll where you're doing a quick edits and stuff, you can get away with using an iPhone to do that, especially with the new setting. But I was reading a lot of stuff. So if you are experienced with the iPhone 16, it'd be the 16 Pro Max or whatever it is, drop me a comment and tell me, hey, listen, I've used it for video. It looks awesome. I've not used it for video. Now, from what I understand, picture quality is amazing, but video quality and the audio that goes with it is like dumpster fire bad. And nobody wants that. And especially I don't want to buy because I'm like one of these people. Well, I'm 13, so you know how long it's been. I'm committed. And I didn't get the 13 new. I was already out because that's my thing. So I think the 14 was out and the 15 was getting ready. So I got a deal. I'm not cheap, mind you, not normally, but I am smart when it comes to technology because I know technology is gonna like the minute you get it, it's no longer as valuable anyway. So I always wait. Sometimes too, it gets the bugs out of the system, so they update it like several times before you get your phone. I truly believe that. Because I will tell you this, I had the Samsung Note 7. I had one of those. I was one of those people. I had a Samsung Note 7. Ladies and gentlemen, those were the phones that caught fire. Look them up. Super cool phone. I will tell you this. Uh yeah, still great technology. Bad problem is they decided they wanted to catch on fire and overheat. Now I'll tell you this, I had mine and like literally it was when it first happened. I literally flew the first day they were doing it where they made you put it in like this container thing, which was and then they just stopped letting you carry them on the plane. But the first day was when they were I literally got the Note 7 the day it came out. And I'm not that person. So we just talked about this like literally like just a few seconds ago. I'm not usually the person, but I was so hyped about this. So I got the Note 7 and it lasted well, however long that was like a 2 week thing. And I went back to an Apple phone. But oh my word, some of the picture and quality, insane. Still to this day. You look at the phones now, and that Note 7 was incredible. Of course, they couldn't keep them from catching on fire. And I wonder if anybody still has one, like maybe tucked away. I literally was during the time where they were giving you basically everything back and letting you get your, which I went back to an iPhone. I actually went up a model on the iPhone. I can't remember what I did, but because I was literally going to take that plunge, I was going to go from and I was proud of myself. I was gonna go to the Android world, and I had been like when the first phones came out, I was an Android person, before iPhone. I didn't like how the size of the early iPhones, and I liked Android phones at that time, and I was a Samsung person, and I had Samsung phones, like, a long time and LG phone too. Remember the old flip LG phones? Those things were awesome. I loved those. So anyway, this is the morning break. It's kinda what we do. We just hang out and talk. It's nothing fancy. Um, it's nothing like, it's not really over scripted, but it is a lot of fun, and we get a chance to do this, Monday through Wednesday at 10:30 AM. And if things work out, I will probably be back here doing it again here tomorrow. It's just gonna see. We're gonna see how the audio sounds and how everything works because it was a train wreck this morning earlier. And but I want to tell you this, and we're gonna close with this. Sometimes in life, you're gonna have these kind of problems. You're gonna have a situation where you're not things don't happen easily. It's like a train wreck. And that was what today was. Today was a train wreck, but I didn't let it beat me. I didn't. I wanted to. I will tell you, I'm not gonna full disclosure, I was about to give up. I was literally about to give up. I was like, enough of this. Enough of this. I'm done. I'm done. And it's sad because I had a cool new graphic and everything. I don't know. Anyway, hey, listen, I appreciate you. And it's past normal time when we would sign off. The show's only 30 minutes. So if you got 30 minutes, join me 10:30 a.m. Eastern time for the morning break. We hang out, we talk about fun stuff, all kinds of good things that are going on. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, go out and